He works with acrylic paints and has several works of art to share.
His work has been featured in many exhibits in Southern California. Now artist Mark Wood joins us to talk about his beautiful work. Now, you're the member of a number of organizations, aren't you?
Yes, I belong to the Pasadena Society of Artists, Mid-Valley Arts League, Valley Watercolor,
Right.
Watercolor West.
Right, your paintings are beautiful.
They really
Thank you.
are.
Yes,
They really
beautiful. The colors and structure, beautiful.
are. How long have you been painting?
Been painting since about 2000. And prior to that, I belonged to, I had my own graphic design business and designed graphic design,
Right.
logos, brochures, collateral, things like that. And then 9/11 came and I decided to reevaluate where I wanted to do.
Wow.
And decided to find out how you make money in fine art.
Right.
And found out you can't. But I started an art business in Pasadena in 2002 called Fine Artist Factory. And I had a gallery rental.
Right.
And every 2 weeks I had a new show come in.
Right.
And then I hosted workshops by well-known artists, nationally known and internationally known. And they would come in for 5 days and do workshops. And then I had figure drawing 4 times a week for people that come in and practice their art drawing figures. That attracted like animated artists and just fine artists that are interested in improving their skills.
So all of those things provided you the opportunity to develop your craft.
Right, that's what, I took advantage of my own place at that time.
Right.
So I would sit on the workshops that I hosted, and I take advantage of the figure drawing, and so that's basically where I really started.
Right.
And then that lasted through 2006.
Right.
And my building was very attractive, so someone bought it, and they forgot to invite me to stay. So I found a studio here in Duarte, nearby, and I share it with another artist.
Okay. And you work in acrylic, is that right?
Yeah, I work in acrylic. Mainly because I don't have the patience to wait for oil to dry. It takes like 3 to 6 months for it to dry, and acrylic it'll be dry before you leave during the day.
Wow.
Do you have a favorite subject matter? Or?
Since we have models once a week, I do more models, but I also like to do landscapes.
Right.
I do still lifes occasionally, but mostly landscapes and figures.
And who are some of the artists that have inspired you, inspired your work?
I like the more colorful expressionist painters.
Right.
Van Gogh and,
Love him.
and Gauguin and
Gauguin, right.
The Fauve artists.
Right.
Those I like the real colorful.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. It's
We
inspirational.
actually really enjoy looking at your art. Tell us a little bit more about some of the portraits that you've brought today.
What I like to do is usually photograph a model. One of the paintings I have is of my wife, and we were on a bike ride and she was very tired. We sat down at a restaurant and I took a picture of her, and I enjoyed painting her because I wasn't really trying to do a real commission type of portrait.
Right.
I just wanted to have fun painting it.
Right.
Because when I was finished, the person might not really want the painting after I'm finished with it. So I have fun with titles too. So her expression was kind of tired, so I made the title, Yes, I'm Listening. So to kind of make a play on our relationship.
Right. Right.
And then another painting I have is of a lady that I worked with for quite a while, and went to her home and took a lot of photos of her, and then did a portrait of her.
Right. So when you go back to the studio, you take it, and is the portrait, you're reproducing it, or is that just a place that you're starting?
Yeah, it's just a reference.
Okay, reference.
And I have a terminal that I set up next to my canvas, and so I can enlarge it and zoom in on the image.
Right.
So it's kind of nice. It's kind of like the person being there almost.
Right.
We had another artist in who talked about how sometimes there's a lot of pressure in putting a piece together. Do you feel that, or do you have a lot of fun when you're putting a piece together?
If you're painting with a live model, there's a little pressure because you kind of want it to look like the person you're painting.
Right.
And you don't want to offend that person too much. But it's less pressure when you are working from a photograph and you have an opportunity to do it over or paint it over.
Sorry, so tell us, where can we see your work? How can we look at it, and how can people find you?
actually, you found me on Pasadena's workshop, Pasadena's Society of Artists workshop.
Yeah. And where's that located?
They're located in Pasadena.
Right.
And that's PasadenaSocietyOfArtists.org, and they have a list of artists that show their work and examples and a bio of their work.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Your work is incredible.
Yeah, this is a piece, prior today, nobody was interested in interviewing me, so I interviewed myself. And this is a piece where I interviewed myself and pretended I was being interviewed in an artist magazine.
Well, that's
and
fantastic.
these are samples of my work that I would do in 3-hour sessions.
Wow.
From the model.
You completed these in 3 hours?
Most of them I did. Some of the faces that are a little more completed I did afterwards. But
the benefit of acrylic.
Yeah,
We've got to
exactly.
have you come back and show us more of your
Absolutely.
work. And people, you've got to go see it. It's beautiful. I love your colors and your structure. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Inside out,
Yeah,
on a
I'm looking forward
canvas.
to seeing your
Beautiful.
studio.
Thank you. Very
Thank you.
nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Up next, time for a little volleyball.
Right, and former CCNer Robert Bertha is going to join us and talk about United World Sports Academy and volleyball development. Next.
Your mom just had a heart attack, and the ER doctor asked if she has an advance directive. Are you prepared?